Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Coway AirMega AP-1220B Air Purifier. And what I want to do today is to show you around the air purifier, some of the features and benefits that it offers, also to give you a demonstration, see it in action as well. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. First thing we need to do is to get the air purifier unboxed. So let's have a look. We've got the book of instructions, that's on top there. It's always recommended just have a quick read of the instructions, I suppose with any product, just to make sure you're getting the best out of it. We've got some packaging on top. And here we go. So this is the air purifier itself. Love the look of this. Must admit this is the very first time I've seen it. I just love the design of it. There's quite a few air purifiers on the market, and I must say the design of this, I suppose as a first glance, very impressed. Something else I do comment on a lot with my videos is the packaging that products arrive in. I'm really impressed that the majority of this packaging is recyclable. It's just the brown cardboard that a lot of this has arrived in. So at least Coway are thinking about the future and thinking about the environment when it comes to the packaging of their products. So just before I start to look at the air purifier, I just wanted to go through who Coway are. Now Coway as a company, in the UK I would say they go a little bit under the radar, but they're actually a huge company based in South Korea. The air purifiers are sold in over 80 countries, they have an annual turnover of over 2 billion euros. And they're specialised in the air purification market since 1994 and sold over 15 million air purifiers since then. So if you're not too sure on who the company are, that's a little bit of the history. So although Coway are very established within the air purification market, a lot of other companies have jumped on board within the last 2 or 3 years because they've realised that air purification is very important, and there are a lot more people with, I suppose, really around the world that are realising that they have got allergies or they do suffer with certain elements that are within the air, where things like air purifiers can really help. Anyway, let's start to have a look at the air purifier itself. The only thing you need to do to start with, you've got a little bit of tape around the purifier. This is like transit tape, so it's quite standard. That just comes off. Let's pop that to one side. You will see on the front here there is a bright yellow label. That's just saying that the filter within the air purifier is still within the packaging, so that has to be taken off before you plug it in. And to do that, it's quite easy. All you do is you just remove the front of the purifier. Let's just pop that down there safely. A little bit more tape on the inside. All the transit tape does is it just keeps everything secure while it's being moved around or sent to your doorstep. And there we are, that's the main filter itself. Wow, quite a chunky couple of filters. As I say, I've not seen these before. This is the first time of opening these. So there's one of the filters. And here we are, it's the second filter here. So, now we've got those two. I must say, that's a really, I know it's a filter, but I really like the look of that. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to pop that in. That has got an arrow on it. So I'll just pop that back in the right way. Clearly filters are very important to have in the correct way. And even here you've got a little label, so that just shows that when you want to pull it out, it just makes life a lot easier for yourself. So pop those in there. And then the other filter. There we are. So now they're in place. Pop the plastic guard on the front there, and the final front. There we go. So, all ready to go. I'm going to find a mains lead and get it plugged in. I've got it plugged in now, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the front back off just to re-show you the filters, because I think that's quite important just to explain, I suppose, what they do. So with both the filters, they play a big part in the air purification. The idea is that the Coway Airmega can remove up to 99.999% of particles through this filtration system. Now the first one is this is a washable filter. This removes, I suppose, the main larger particles, things like dust. Then it goes to the next one. This is the activated carbon filter. This helps to remove things like odours, could be things like formaldehyde or ammonia. So that's the next filter in line. Then the final filter is this one. This is the green HEPA filter. Still love the look of this. But with this one, this is designed to remove some of the ultrafine particles, things like mould, certain bacterias, and also certain viruses as well. So with a combination of the three filters, there's very, very little that's going to get through this. So now I've got it all plugged in, I'm going to show you the air purifier in action. First of all, you've got the on and off button on the top. It sings a little tune, which I really like. I like that. You've actually got different modes on top here. The first one I'll show you is the auto mode. And what this will do is it will actually automatically adjust the air volume between low, medium and strong according to the indoor pollution level, and it's detected by the sensor to operate at its best efficiency. So just while we're on the subject of the auto mode, what this will do, apart from adjusting the level of the purification depending on the amount of pollution within the room, what it will also do is it's actually got a sensor on top. So it's got a light sensor here, and if it detects within the room that it goes dark, it is assuming that it will enter sleep mode. And what it will do during sleep mode, it just reduces the noise level. I must admit, at the moment I can hardly hear this. I'm sure you can't hear it either because I've got the microphone near to my mouth rather than down here, but and what it will do during the sleep mode, rather than adjusting the level, it will keep the low air, the low noise, and it goes into a power saving operation as well. And that's automatic, you don't have to do anything for that. The next option on here is silent. Now I must admit, I thought the first setting was quiet, but this one, you can hardly hear it. It really, really is quiet. If you've heard other air purifiers, then you'll realise how quiet this one is. And with silent mode, this is designed to, as it says, it just reduces the volume. So I suppose if you wanted to have it on at night, then that could be a good one to pick. And then the third option is the turbo setting. What you'll find is that this will rapidly increase the amount of air that's purified. So it does the job a lot quicker than when it's in the auto or especially the silent mode. As you can hear, it is a bit noisier. But even compared to other air purifiers that I've tested over the years, it is still way, way quieter. I've just turned it sideways just to show you around the side here. Now you've got different options as to where you want the air to come out of the purifier. I know lots of people were thinking, well, I just want it to come out and just to purify the room for me. But you've actually got different options on here. You can either leave it in the middle and you'll have a combination of the air coming out the front here or towards the back of the air purifier. But you've actually got two options. If you flick the switch, then that goes to normal mode, and what will happen is all of the air is focused towards the back of the purifier. So that's what they call the normal option. And then the other option, if we just move the switch again, that will go to focus, and that's where you've got all of the air just coming out the front here. That's really good if you wanted to just have a fast and intense mode of air purification just from the front. So it's nice that you've got the different options, or if you move it back to the middle, then that's a combination of the two. Then one of the buttons in the middle here is the air volume button, and that's where you can select it between 1, 2 and 3. So this is a manual option. So if you wanted to increase the volume of the air that's purified manually, then you just select between 1, 2 and 3. And as you can hear, it just gets slightly louder each time you increase it. I mentioned earlier about the LED ring just on the inside here. It's not just there to look pretty, it does actually perform a function, and that's actually the pollution level indicator. And what it will do is it's just a visual guide as to the pollution level within the room. Now the first one is blue, which is clean air. So fortunately where I am at the moment, we have got nice clean air. If it was to be green, you've got low pollution. Yellow is medium pollution, or if you've got red, that's classed as quite high pollution. So again, it's just really a good indicator. And hopefully if your room started off as say red, which is the high pollution, then as it goes through the process of purifying the room, then it will change from red to yellow to green and then end up at blue, where it's the clean. If you didn't want the indicator on, you have got the option to turn it off. If you wanted to have it on during the night, and if you didn't want to have the LED on, then you've got the option to just switch it off. And if you press it once on the right hand side there, that will turn the light off. Press it again, that gets rid of any indicators on the front, so there's no lights on it whatsoever. And then press it once more and you get everything back. You have also got a child lock facility, so if you press and hold that for 2 seconds, then again you just get the little tune that will sing at you, and what that will do is that just stops any little fingers coming on and turning the unit off or messing about with any of the settings. And then to take the child lock off, just press and hold that for 2 seconds again, and then you've got the option to change the settings. When it comes to the cleaning and maintaining of the air purifier, it is quite easy. All I'd recommend is, first of all, this is the outer panel. With this, just keep an eye on this. It is recommended to give this a quick brush down or a quick wipe between every 2 and 4 weeks. And then you've got the next filter. That's a similar process. Just have a look, just keep an eye on, I suppose, how dusty it is and how dirty. What you can find with some of the filters that if you've not had an air purifier before, then the first between 2 and 4 weeks, some of these filters, and especially this one here, can get quite dirty pretty quickly because it's purifying the air. And then as time goes on, then it should get a lot better. But with this one as well, this one, I suppose, just have a look, see how dirty it is, just get the vacuum cleaner on it. If you need to, you can give it a quick wash, just make sure it's completely dry before you put it back in. Then the next one is the carbon filter. Now this, again, I suppose it really depends on how much you're using it, how often you've got the air purifier on. What they recommend, so Coway basically say if it's on for say 8 hours a day, then approximately after every 4 months, then you'd need to replace the filter. And then with the final filter, the green HEPA filter on top, this is designed so that it doesn't really give you a time indication, but you have got a little LED light on the top to show you when that needs to be replaced. I'll just pop a couple of links below, just show you where to get some of the filters at competitive prices if you do need to replace them. But I suppose all I would normally say is just keep an eye on the purifier, although some of the time stated, between 2 and 4 weeks to replace the carbon filter every 4 months. Just keep an eye on it yourself, because each room setting is completely different. Also, it can clearly depend on the amount it's used. If you're only using it for say an hour or a couple of hours a day, then those times will be a lot longer that you need to replace items by. The only other things you need to do, first of all, just get I suppose like a dry paintbrush or something. Just give it a quick wipe down here, just get any dust out the back. Also, you've got the pollution sensor that's just in the side. You can use, again, the paintbrush, but I suppose personally I'd recommend just getting a vacuum cleaner just to suck any of the dust out. And to an extent, same with the back here. You have got you can actually open it up, so you've got the sensor on the inside, and it's recommended just to use a cotton swab just to make sure that's nice and clean. And then once you've changed any of the filters, then it is recommended to just reset the air purifier. There's a combination of pressing a couple of buttons, and then you can actually tell the air purifier once you've changed them. If you're thinking of buying one of these models, I've provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Coway AirMega AP-1220B Air Purifier. I must say I've really enjoyed making this video. I do like talking about quality products, and I do put that into this category of a good quality item. There are a lot of air purifiers on the market, and I'm sure if you're having a look that prices do vary a huge amount. But if you are thinking about an air purifier, then I'd certainly recommend at least having a look at this. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. If you've got any questions on the air purifier, then I have got this here at the moment, so if you've got any queries or anything on it, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, if you've got one of the Coway air purifiers, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.